match.
All right, this is a big match. Joachim
On your right, Josh on your left.
Joachim from Norway. He's the Norwegian national champion.
At 100 kilos?
At 100 kilos, yep. One of the top guys overall in Norway. Josh Eleton, one of the top guys in all of North America. Multiple-time national champion, both of these guys. So
Josh is cutting down, right? He's normally a little heavier.
So he told me he walks around usually 230, 235. He'll pull the 231 class, but for big events, he'll make 220. So,
nice.
Yeah, it's definitely
let's see,
definitely a great match.
Does he have any data there in that weight class?
Not too sure.
10-3. That's a pretty good record there.
Yeah, Josh told me last night he didn't lose a single match last year. That's hard to do unless you're sitting on the couch.
Smart.
Josh is going to go for the hook here. Joachim for the top roll. That's my prediction. Joachim with the hit. Josh with the stop.
Oh, did
Josh
he get a little hop?
Way too strong. Looks like coincidental elbow foul.
Interesting.
So Joachim most recently competed at the Hardanger Open and was able to beat Raymond Antonovich to win that class. Raymond's out of Latvia. Josh Eleton, I'm not sure his most recent tournament, but I can tell you he won undefeated. I know I saw not too long ago, I saw him beat Paul Passmore in a hook in the overall class, and that's hard to do.
Paul is such a measuring stick for everyone that he is a very it's a proud win when you beat Paul Passmore.
Got movement in the referee's grip. One foul on Joachim, movement in the referee's grip here.
See how it goes.
Match one looked like Josh had a lot more horsepower. Joachim with the speed. Let's see if there's any adjustments made by either of these guys.
Hands closed. Rolls out, going into the strap.
Joachim went backwards more than anything there.
Was that a foul?
Looks like it's one foul on Josh, so no strap.
So we're 1-1 going into round 2, no strap yet. Wait, they just switched sides.
What's
Okay, it was a foul. Yeah,
okay.
Josh was confused. He thought he lost. I'm pretty sure
because
they
had
the
a
coincidental. That's
coincidental,
right. That
so
makes
maybe
sense.
he was counting that in his head.
Josh Bishop in the chat saying he's got $100 on Josh.
Which bag?
All right, we are getting lined up here in the referee's grip.
Josh, I saw you in Josh Bishop. I saw you in Josh Eleton's highlight reel, so I could see why you have him.
Did he have a? Did Bishop get beat?
Slip there. Yeah, he did get beat.
All right, what do we got going here? Strap match.
So it seems like on the first start, Joachim tried to go sideways after he got that hit. And he fell right into Josh's power. Now Joachim's going farther back, and we got a clean slip. So let's see what happens here. Clearly, if it goes inside, it's way too much for Joachim, but maybe if it goes outside, it's too much for Josh. It's still hard to see.
Yeah, we haven't had a real test of strength yet. I'm just trying to get out to the strap.
Yep, absolutely. Just in that first start, in that first round, we saw a little bit of
he didn't like the power, and then he said, I need to go for the strap.
Yeah, absolutely. Probably a smart move from Joachim. Still in a referee's grip, one foul on Joachim. Josh closes first. He's closing a bit high. Joachim's not happy with the setup. Oh, much better setup from Joachim.
And Joachim takes the win.
Round one.
Round one. Very, very interesting.
Huge adjustment from Joachim. Let's see what Josh can figure out. Shane Owens in the corner of Josh Eleton. Matt King in the corner of Joachim.
He's trying to be. Nothing better than getting your strategy mere inches away from your opponent.
Yeah. Yeah, they're standing about 6 inches away from each other. This is hilarious.
Look what we got going over here on the warm-up table. Is that Antonio warming up Max there? Is Max have a match?
Max does have a match. Max is the last match of the day with Brad Grundy.
I know that's the match as expected, but have we seen Brad?
Brad is here. Look.
Brad Grundy is here warming up
And
on the side
he has the right
table.
shirt on.
Holy cow,
Does he have
hair
shoes
halfway
on? That's
combed.
the question. I think this is the best I've ever seen Brad show up to a tournament.
Did he just come from a wedding? That has to be what
Yeah.
it is.
All right, we're kicking off round 2. Round 2, we have Joachim up 1-0. Quick recap. The first start, Joachim hit side pretty fast. Josh caught it and brought it back. In the process, there was a coincidental elbow foul. Looks good here. We're getting ready to start it. Wow. Hand control from Joachim. Josh was able to slip out
I think
right at the last second.
I think he got away with a little elbow hop to get that slip.
You know, it looked like he might have, but sometimes that's just what you got to do.
Yep. Hey, all I know is the refs didn't call it, so it's not a foul.
Yep, exactly. So we are in the straps. No fouls. I'm not sure. Yeah, okay. Joachim hit side. Josh caught it. Josh was way too strong inside. Since then, he adjusted backwards, and he's been able to control Josh's hand. We just saw there before the slip, Joachim had full hand control. Josh definitely has to try something different here.
Yeah, he looked like he executed that top roll perfectly.
Wow, that's a great setup from Joachim. Joachim was able to set up all the way back into Josh's hand.
Careful with that wire.
Wow.
Yep.
Joachim looking strong.
Joachim take the round?
Yeah.
2-0 Joachim.
This is Josh's first loss in almost 2 years at the moment, but he can still figure something out here.
All right, Josh looks like he has the horsepower, he just can't get into the hand or through the ham.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, Joachim's hand is world class. We're talking about a guy who has wins on Sandor Settis, so definitely no slouch.
That's a good win.
Yeah.
Josh Miller trying to tell him, load up hard, go outside with him. That's one way of doing it, I guess.
I guess these guys don't like using opposite sides of the stage.
Hanzo, if Josh loses, this will be his first loss in a year and a half because he didn't take a loss last year.
I believe so. And this is just really, really impressive from Joachim because, I mean, those of us here in the Southeast, we know the caliber of Josh. I mean, again, he hasn't lost in over a year. That's for a reason. He has wins on guys like Paul Passmore, Jerome Loud, all sorts of the top guys, and he's been at that level for a long time. So to see Joachim be able to control Josh like this is quite impressive. Round 3 kicking off here. Let's see if Josh tries something different or if Joachim tries something different. Josh looks a little bit better from Josh, but he elbow fouled in the process.
dove a little too far in
Yeah.
there.
Yeah, but I mean, this is you're down 2-0. You have no fouls. You got to try whatever you can to get in the match.
That's right.
Let's see if he can make an adjustment. I know he's predominantly a hook puller, but it might be worth trying to add a little bit of back pressure to get the stop and then dive in from there. But we will see. It looks like that's what he's doing there. He's a little bit farther back. Yeah.
A little bit of controversy going on in the
going
grip.
backwards.
Ooh, big shoot over. What is that?
Fast outside top roll from Josh now. He's holding on. What's the call? Second foul. Second foul on Josh. Joachim is the winner.